Nothing, and we mean nothing, excites Mark White more than the FA Cup. Or at least, the idea of Dorking progressing in the FA Cup. Since Bunch of Amateurs met him, it's the one thing he's wanted above all else. And yet, Dorking Wanderers have never made it past the fourth and final qualifying round, even though as a Step 1 club, that's the round in which they enter the competition. So on the day of the draw, we headed to his office to witness his excitement as he tuned in the wireless to talk sport to find out who Dorking are going to play.
Well, no, we've got to this stage now twice. And we now come into the competition at the furthest we've ever been, which tells you something about our performance level.
In 23 years, how many times have you entered the FA Cup, as you reckon?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 12, 14. We won 4, I think we won 4 games one year, but we're still in the second round qualifying. Every year we print the numbers. Every year we look for the shittest team on the list. That's the old, yeah, we'd like to play any of these.
Very well, and I'm sure,
Yeah, I don't want to play Horsham. I just think, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, we're fucking, but you don't want to play teams you know. No chance. I'll be honest, the more I look at it, the more I need an act of God. I just need to just get it out of the way. 6 will play, I don't know, 22, Sheppey. That's it, job done, nothing against Sheppey. I know they're a brilliant side, brilliant setup, and they're flying through the pyramid, but I don't know, something like that.
You excited about this?
Playing Sheppey, yes. Yeah. It never leaves you. The FA Cup draw is exciting no matter where you are, who you are. And we're excited. 2 wins in this competition, we could plug our projected losses for the entire year. It is that big. And as a chairman, owner, you know, I have that. It's hard to see past that. Here they go, look. That's just a noise, that's a sound effect. Press the ball shape button. Well, yeah, you've got Maidstone Torquay down there as well. I mean, they're 25, 26, 27. Horsham 29, Lewis 30. It's only one we want.
Number 29.
Horsham.
Number 6. Number 7.
Number 7, Ebbsfleet.
Watch how quick this takes for Dom to message me. Samuel Ab, it's on. Fucking hell.
Take a number 10, Southend United.
Phone going mental. Phone going nuts.
Number 20.
Number 20, Western Supermare.
Horsham Dorking, 4th qualifying round. Unfucking believable.
Overriding feeling.
Could have been worse. No one likes playing people you know. Dom is the Horsham manager is my oldest and best football friend, literally. So we was in the same divisions in the park football as we were County League, as we were Isthmian League. We followed each other. We speak all the time, the whole time. Literally could not be a more ridiculous draw if we tried.
Aside from the previous day's banana skin FA Cup draw, life is pretty good in Dorking right now. The Wanderers have kept 2 clean sheets on the road, beating Ebbsfleet and Hartlepool in the process. But for a shock late turnaround against Rochdale, they've been in excellent form since the August defeat to Woking. And so the visit of Kidderminster Harriers, whose return to Step 1 football for this season has been a results disaster, is perfectly timed. Harriers have spent much of their recent history in the conference. At the turn of the century, the perennial non-league outfit found themselves in the Football League for a 5-year stay before dropping back into what is now known as the National League. And in 2016 they dropped further still and spent 7 years in the National League North before getting promoted last May via the playoffs. This year, Harriers have struggled. Just 1 win and 7 goals from their opening 13 games is worse than their fans could have reasonably expected. And yet, those defeats have come via narrow margins. Only Ebbsfleet and Gateshead have won by more than a single goal against a dogged and determined team that arrives at Meadowbank hell-bent on getting their second victory of the season.
Tune in. I've been there before. Keep it in great form, new players, teams. I've been there before. You know, biggest challenge between obviously, you know, winners and losers is understanding how to sustain how well you're doing. So first of all, you just got to remember how good it feels to be on bus journeys home, waking up in the morning, or being part of a team that's, you know, making noises. You know, we've got the most clean sheets in the league, top 3 form, yeah, and it don't matter who plays. That's what the sign of a real good team is. Don't matter who plays, everyone's contributing. And it's about you individually not letting the side down. Literally, that's where the saying comes from. Don't let the side down. Don't be a 6 out of 10. Don't do something that's not in the structure. You know, don't warm up in the wrong way. Get yourself in the zone. You know, you've got to keep where you are. And all you've got to tell yourself is, how can I be even better today than I was Saturday? That's what it's about. Saturday was an exceptional performance. I'll tell you now, that was exceptional. Exceptional. Right? And you lot are working a lot of problems out on the pitch together, which is brilliant. But for me, it's just a case of, well, how smart can you be at wanting to keep up, Joe Cook, your great form? You know, wanting to be the danger man, Blair. Because the difference in winners or losers is that fucking, you know, like top players do it for 10 years, not 2 games. So I need you to reset yourselves, do loads more of what you've been doing, and improve even more where you can, okay? That's the plan. The stats on this lot are actually not too bad. And Ant is saying, and I think you've seen from his data, he is never far out. He is saying they're definitely better than their position in the league, but they've scored 7 goals all season. Yeah, they've scored the least goals in the league against the most clean sheets in the league. But everywhere else, Jules, their defensive XG is good, average to good. I think they've conceded, they've only, apart from Ebbsfleet where they played with 10 men, they've only lost, any game they've lost, they lost by 1 goal. These ain't no mugs. And they're going to work really hard, and they're pretty physical and big side. And they're going to bomb the ball pretty much no matter what formation they play, right? So there's a lot of things about them that are average, not poor, right? Equally, we're at home on a Tuesday night. There'll be a lot here tonight because you're playing brilliantly. And obviously, they're there for the taking. But if I'm in their changing room, you know, whether or not the stats say that or not, if you've lost 5 straight and everybody, it's a different environment. And I've been in that position where you know, or watch teams where you've lost a lot of games by your goal and you keep telling yourself that, and then someone beats you 5-0. And that could be us tonight, right? We are going to play Joe, Dan, and George, because we think they're going to go direct into 2 strikers no matter how they play. Okay? Kuhl, Pybus, Josh, Tom, Bobby, Seeger, and Jason. Okay, that's how we're going to play. If he plays 4-2-3-1, I'd be surprised. Yeah? If he does, it's a full press game, bottom line, round the edges, do it early. That's what we're going to do. That's how it works, okay? We've been there. We do really well with that shit. When we get a team sheet, we'll have half an idea. They ain't got a lot of players, so they do play people out of position. We'll have half an idea. The rest is just winning your duels. Your duel ratio is fucking unbelievable. And none of you, new players especially, that I don't know yet, none of you, or you boys that have been doing well, no one lower your mask. Don't fucking do it. Okay, boys? But we have to be ready to go again. So fucking don't dine out on anything, but appreciate where you are, because it's a good time. Right? Good stuff. Tactics-wise, I feel like there's been I think you would know this from what you've seen, but I feel like there's been a shift in acknowledgement, appreciation, belief in what they're being shown. I think they've been really impressed by what was shown them of Ant Sheldon's. I think I think they're looking at it, and I think the word on the street is they're looking at that data going, is this guy a fucking genius? And then they're then understanding how we take that to market, and then they're thinking, right, and I think they're listening more. So yeah, the focus today would be on the mental side more. It's another National League game. You know, this team you know, they're a difficult side to beat. No one's beaten them by more than one goal with 11v11. So that tells you that anything more than one goal, 11v11, would actually be the best result anyone's had against them.
Never been unfair, but now it just can't.
We are where we are, aren't we? But I'd like to see them back in the Football League like they were many years ago. And we got a great manager in Russell Penn, and he's doing his best, you know. And people are very loyal, and that's it. What I don't like is people moaning and groaning. They didn't moan a few weeks ago when we won at Brackley to get promotion. You just got to get on with it. It's my philosophy.
They're bottom of the league. My opinion is that this is the way they were last season when they were in the north, and suddenly after Christmas they sort of gained confidence and got the wins.
I mean, it's brilliant. We got promoted at the end of last season the way we did. It was great, but it hasn't been a great start. It hasn't been a great start. We played well. I mean, I went to the Oldham game last week and we played really well, and I just don't know how we didn't get anything out of the game. Our luck's just not on our side at the minute.
I win, draw or lose, I'm always the same. I don't get too excited except when we got promoted or gut run. You've got to take it level. I don't like people sulking or bad losers. It's a game of football which we enjoy. It isn't like Ukraine or anywhere that you've got to put life in perspective.
Unfortunately, from seeing what I've seen, it's just hoof it long at the minute, and it ain't great. But we have little spells where we do get the football down and play it out, and it just doesn't last very long. It's just then they start hoofing it because it's not working. But it's sad to see because they can play football, but just not over 90 minutes.
I'm expecting a draw. That's what I'm expecting. I don't think we could win. I don't think we could win.
He's put.
Could be anything this is going to
back
be.
4 or 5 of that, no proper wingers. If 3-5-2, he's done that, and then if diamond. Fucking hell.
I mean, I'm going to say.
Could even be 4-2-3-1. Every single fucking one. So in other words, it could be anything.
And how many of the boys that played the second half are starting the game, if that makes sense? Or is there anyone that come on? I'm just wondering whether or not he finished the game well and kept the same team. But all the time they're full pressed. Either do it really, really early or just have to drop it in for Jace. But hopefully we'll work it out because I don't really want to go long against these because they're quite good at the back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Main thing is, what I've liked about what you're doing is you've been playing out your area. So you've been getting it and travelling out and then, you know what I mean, pushing people out of the way rather than too deep. I think it's going to be a really tough game. They're angry. I'm not just going to say, I'm telling you now, I fucking read everything. The manager, the captain.
They were moaning as soon as they got it because they weren't allowed to walk on the pitch.
They're angry as fuck, mate. They're angry as fuck, mate, because they're getting beaten. This is the sort of thing like tonight where they're going to fucking be very aggressive. Very. We need to remind Harrison that obviously Tom's normally better than the right back in the air.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to be hitting Bobby, does he?
If they go 4-2-3-1, this game is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. If they send us long against them,
same second half lineup, isn't it?
Better by one and it'll say, yeah.
It was just a midfielder from midfielder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just that's what you've got to look at. I mean, the crowd's going to be quite big tonight, you know.
Yes.
It's only half hour to go still. I got a feeling somebody's watching me. Loads. You've been unbelievable, mate. Don't leave it there, man. If you want us to keep winning and us to be like the best talked about thing in the country, just keep bringing it every game. They're going to be physical, yeah, but you're literally man-made for that shit. Not much talking out there, Ross.
Yeah. I've been alright. It's been alright though. On time.
Don't forget, if ever we're trying to get out of jail, Blair's always a better option. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I tell you now, boys, this lot have come for a battle up, boys. I'm telling you now. In his interview, he literally said at the end, "I've been too nice, and there's no more Mr. Nice Guy." And I think he's rattled them after Saturday, and I think he's going to continue to rattle them up tonight. Right? So we're going to have to win the battle first. Purely, don't get ahead of the ball, son. Right? Pybus, if he does, drop in. Yeah? If the whole pitch is high, Josh Taylor gone and all, both of you sit in. Because we're back 3 tonight, yeah? Okay? On the ball, we want to try and get it into 1v1 situations where we can. Remember, central's not a great idea. Not a great idea. Transitions, don't know. We'll come to it in a minute. We don't know. Oh, Pazza. Yeah, it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 press the fuck out of the game and just try and get lucky, or a 4 diamond 2. My guess annoyingly is they're just going to do a 4-2-3-1. Listen to me as you're doing the bits, yeah? I'll let George know, or one of you know how they're playing. If they are full press, just make the pitch really shallow. Watch me, back 3. Shallow, yeah, Kiddy, Dan, see me? The target ball is Blair, but then we're just going to have the sort of accuracy range with Jason inside him. Make sense? So if they full press, it's round the edges early, or we're going to go shallow, drop the ball in. Tom, Blair, Jason's side. Try dropping it in here, every now and then put it in the air. So you can just keep looking off the back. Yeah? They are going to come here, and I think they're going to bomb the ball, and they're going to try and get up the pitch and win the half battles. Just clear our lines. Don't be clever, Kiddy deep. Don't be clever. It's not 5-a-side. Clear your lines. That's why you've kept clean sheets. When it's there to play. However they play, whenever you can get it 1v1, Tom, Bobby, that's the plan. And then we'll get it in the box, okay? Most of all, just win the duel battle. Win the duel. They can be as angry as they want. It'll last 10 minutes, okay, yeah? Win the duels, okay? Good stuff. Come on. I'll let you know how they're playing, okay?
This is part 1 of the Kidderminster episode, so make sure you watch part 2. That's got the match footage in it. Over on memberships and Patreon, you can watch all of our episodes in their entirety without any adverts and a week before everybody else.